Have you ever had your day derailed by someone's careless words or actions? Perhaps a sharp remark, a thoughtless act, or an unforeseen annoyance left you rattled. It's aggravating, isn't it? Yet, here's the reality. No one can dictate your emotional state unless you permit it. What if you could remain composed and unflappable, no matter what life hurls at you? Envision moving through your day with such serene confidence that even the most vexing moments couldn't unsettle you. This isn't mere fantasy. It's the art of emotional sovereignty. Today, we're exploring 10 profound insights to help you curb impulsive reactions, release resentment, and command your inner world. These lessons don't involve suppressing emotions or feigning indifference. They're about cultivating the resilience to face life's trials with poise and lucidity. From handling critique to establishing limits and shedding grudges, you'll uncover practical strategies to safeguard your tranquility and live with assurance. By the end, you'll possess the perspective and tools to remain unshaken, even in the most trying circumstances. If you're ready to unlock the key to emotional liberty and craft a life where no one else governs your mood, let's begin. Your path to mastering your emotions starts now. 1. Recognize your reactions are your decision. Imagine you're enjoying a tranquil moment, savoring tea or strolling in a garden, when someone delivers a cutting or careless comment. Your peace evaporates, replaced by irritation or dismay. You wonder, why did they spoil my day? But the truth is, they didn't, you did. Your emotions are your domain, not theirs. No one can control how you feel unless you surrender that authority. Life may present challenges, but you alone choose how to respond. Picture wearing noise-canceling earbuds in a bustling metropolis. The clamor of horns and chatter persists, yet it doesn't penetrate your calm. Mastering your reactions operates similarly. You needn't let others' discord invade your serenity. A sage insight captures this. Between an event and your reaction lies a moment. In that moment resides your power to select your response. In that choice lies your growth and liberation. When someone cuts you off in traffic or disparages your efforts, it's tempting to hold them accountable for your anger. But what if you paused instead? That pause grants you authority, the power to choose composure over turmoil, resilience over haste. For instance, if a colleague dismisses your proposal in a meeting, rather than retorting or brooding, take a breath and consider, is this about me, or does it reflect their own pressures or biases? Reframing the moment diminishes its emotional toll. This approach doesn't mean stifling emotions, it's about distinguishing feelings from actions. Anger, frustration, and disappointment are human, but they needn't govern your next step. Try this method to hone this mindset. Pause and name. When triggered, halt and label the emotion: anger, hurt, annoyance. This interrupts the reflexive cycle. Probe the cause. Reflect on why you feel this way. Is it the event or your interpretation of it? Choose deliberately. Decide how to act, guided by your principles and long-term calm, not fleeting heat. Envision the liberty of navigating life untouched by others' actions. The brusque stranger, the heedless comment, the minor setback. They lose their hold when you steer your reactions. Every moment offers a choice. Let others shape your emotions or reclaim your authority and preserve your peace. When someone tests your patience, remember, their actions don't define you. Your response does. By choosing calm, you achieve not just emotional mastery, but true emancipation. 2. Cease expecting others to mirror you. You rely on a friend to support you only to find them absent when you need them most. Disappointment surges and you think, how could they be so thoughtless? I'd never do that to them. The stark reality is, people don't abide by your values or standards. They act according to their own. Expecting others to think, act, or respond as you would is akin to commanding the tides, futile and frustrating. Each individual treads a unique path, molded by their experiences, convictions, and priorities. When someone's actions sting or annoy, it's rarely about you, it's a glimpse into their world. Attempting to alter their behavior breeds powerlessness. Instead, embrace them as they are. For example, if a colleague habitually interrupts during discussions, rather than fuming or trying to reform them, recognize their habit isn't personal. Releasing the expectation of change frees you from emotional strain. A timeless maxim states, expectations are the seed of all discontent. The less you demand others conform to your ideals, the more you shield your tranquility. Try this exercise to relinquish such expectations. Identify assumptions. When upset, ask, what did I expect them to do? Question their validity. Is it reasonable to expect another to act as I would? Redirect focus. Rather than controlling their actions, consider how you can respond with calm and maintain your equilibrium. Reflect on the freedom this mindset offers. The curt stranger, the forgetful ally, the inconsiderate colleague. None can disrupt your emotions unless you allow it. When you stop expecting others to align with your standards, you reclaim control over your responses. People are who they are, not who you wish them to be. Accepting this doesn't mean endorsing poor behavior. It means valuing your peace too highly to squander on what you can't govern. When someone disappoints you, pause and remind yourself, they act from their nature, not mine, and that's fine because I choose my response. By shedding expectations, you gain liberation from their emotional burden. 3. Release the urge to always be correct. Recall your last argument, perhaps over something trivial like the quickest route or weightier like a clash with a loved one. As tensions rose, did you feel compelled to prove your stance? We've all clung to our truth as if it's vital. Yet the need to always be correct is draining and needless. It often stems from insecurity, as though being wrong undermines your value. What if you could abandon that need and approach disputes with curiosity rather than defense? A potent question to ponder. Would you rather be correct or at peace? Insisting on being right breeds conflict, strains bonds, and fuels unrest. Letting go fosters tranquility and understanding. If someone wrongly accuses you, your impulse might be to counter or highlight their flaws, but consider, is proving them wrong worth my energy? Will this dispute matter in the grand scheme? Often, the answer is no. For instance, if a friend claims their approach to a problem surpasses yours rather than debating, you might say, I understand your view and I value it. This diffuses tension, preserves your calm, and avoids pointless strife. Lao Tzu's wisdom endures. One who clings to their views will never evolve. Releasing the need to be right doesn't mean forsaking your beliefs. It's about discerning when to engage and when to step back. Practice this mindset with these steps. Pause before replying. When tempted to argue, breathe and assess if it's worth your energy. Seek to understand. Rather than winning, ask questions to grasp the other's perspective, often calming the conflict. Choose your fights. Reserve energy for disputes tied to your core values or significant outcomes. Over time, letting go of the need to be right brings profound freedom. You'll feel lighter, unburdened by the urge to dominate every exchange. Arguments lose their emotional pull when you prioritize peace over pride. Your worth isn't tied to prevailing in debates, it's in how you conduct yourself, conserve your energy, and nurture inner calm. When tempted to argue, pause and remind yourself, being right won't bring joy, but being calm will. 4. Don't let others' words shape your value. Picture sharing a cherished idea, only to be met with a dismissive jab. The sting undermines your confidence. Why? We often let others' words define our self-image. But your value isn't contingent on their opinions, not their praise, critique, or judgments. Relying on external validation cedes control over your emotions. True emotional liberty comes from reclaiming that control. If a colleague harshly critiques your work, you might feel compelled to defend yourself or sink into doubt. Instead, pause and affirm, their words reflect their lens, not my worth. By detaching from their judgment, you preserve your peace. Marcus Aurelius noted, we cherish ourselves above others. yet value their opinions over our own. This isn't about dismissing feedback. It's about discerning what merits attention. Constructive critique fosters growth. Baseless negativity needn't linger in your mind. Here's how to prevent others' words from defining you. Pause before reacting. When words wound, breathe to choose your response deliberately. Distinguish fact from opinion. Ask, is there truth here or is it their viewpoint? Keep what aids growth, discard the rest. Affirm your value. Remind yourself your worth is inherent, independent of others' approval. Lao Tzu warns, seek others' approval and you'll be their captive. Releasing the need for validation doesn't mean ignoring relationships. It means rejecting opinions that don't serve your progress. When someone's words shake you, ask, am I letting this define me or can I focus on my truth? True strength is knowing your value despite critique. By rejecting others' power to define you, you cultivate authenticity, confidence, and peace. 5. Safeguard your energy with boundaries. Imagine a friend calls during a hectic day, seeking help with a manageable issue, or a colleague offloads an urgent task assuming your compliance. Obligation weighs heavy, mingled with frustration. Why is saying no so hard? Protecting your peace demands boundaries, and boundaries aren't selfish. They're essential. Without them, others dictate your time, energy, and emotional health. Constantly yielding to others often means neglecting yourself. A vital truth you can't give from an empty well. Overextending without safeguarding your energy leads to exhaustion and resentment. Boundaries preserve your emotional liberty while fostering healthy connections. When someone oversteps, the fault lies in unclear limits, not their actions. Setting boundaries reflects self-respect and signals others to honor you. For example, if friends lean on you for late-night advice, draining your energy, you might say, I value our talks, but I need evenings to unwind. Let's connect tomorrow. This is firm yet kind, preserving your peace. Epictetus taught, freedom is living as we choose. Boundaries empower you to prioritize what matters without overextending. Set boundaries effectively with these steps. Be clear and direct. State limits calmly. Clarity fosters respect. Use I statements. Say, I need quiet after work, rather than blaming others. Uphold consistency. Enforce limits to show you're serious. Lao Tzu advises, knowing when to stop prevents trouble. Boundaries aren't barriers. They're pathways to balanced relationships. When overwhelmed, ask, have I set clear limits? By establishing boundaries, you reclaim energy for what matters. Your primary duty is to your peace, time, and well-being, not managing others' emotions. 6. Disengage from others' opinions. Imagine unveiling a prized idea, only to face criticism or apathy. The pang of rejection can spark self-doubt. Why do their views hold such sway? The quest for approval is innate, but tethering your worth to it is like chasing phantoms. Emotional liberty dawns when you stop letting others' opinions define you. Each person perceives through a lens shaped by their biases and insecurities. Their words often reveal more about them than you. Absorbing their views grants them power over your emotions. A core truth. Your worth is not negotiable. It's inherent, unmoved by external judgments. For instance, if a colleague remarks on your attire, bold choice, you could let it dent your confidence, or affirm their opinion doesn't dim your joy. Epictetus counseled, to improve, accept being thought foolish. Growth often defies convention. Seeking approval stalls progress. Embracing your path liberates. To disengage. Question relevance. Ask, why does this matter? What authority do they hold? Anchor in values. Focus on your goals, not others' expectations. Release judgments. Let criticism pass like clouds. Acknowledge, don't cling. Lao Tzu cautions, crave approval, and you're enslaved. Disengaging doesn't mean ignoring feedback. It's filtering what doesn't aid growth. When someone's words unsettle you, ask, am I living for them or myself? Disengaging reclaims your freedom and builds an authentic life. Your journey is yours, too vital to be swayed by transient opinions. 7. Choose silence over anger. Picture a tense exchange. Someone hurls a hurtful barb, and anger surges. Your impulse is to retaliate, but what if you remained silent? Silence is a potent shield against negativity. It's not retreat, it's choosing serenity over strife. Silence doesn't signal weakness. It reflects strength to prioritize peace over reaction. A guiding principle: the less you engage negativity, the calmer your life. Silence declares, your actions won't sway me. If a colleague undermines you in a meeting, you could spar or stay silent, denying them the reaction they crave and showcasing composure. Marcus Aurelius advised, silence is the best response to anger. Silence starves conflict, halting negativity's cycle. Silence is a bulwark, deflecting turmoil without entangling you. To wield it, pause before responding. Breathe when provoked to gain clarity. Listen without defending. Let others speak without needing to justify. Speak sparingly. If needed, respond calmly and concisely. A Buddhist adage urges, speak only if it enhances silence. Silence doesn't bury emotions. It conserves energy for when your voice matters. When provoked, ask, will replying add value or escalate? Silence safeguards peace and exudes strength. It's not absence of response, it's presence of wisdom proclaiming, your words don't govern me, my peace does. 8. Embrace gratitude to quell anger. Imagine a day where everything falters. Plans unravel, a rude remark stings, and minor hassles loom large. Anger simmers and you wonder, why is everything so hard? Pause. What if you shifted focus to what's right? Gratitude transforms anger into calm, reframing challenges as chances for perspective. A fundamental truth: gratitude and anger can't coexist. Gratitude resets your mind, pulling you from negativity and highlighting the good amid strife. Stuck in traffic? Late for a meeting? Breathe and name 3 things you're thankful for: your vehicle, the goal ahead, or the song playing. This shift alters your emotional state swiftly. Cicero declared, gratitude is the greatest virtue and the source of all others. It builds resilience, nurtures patience, and sharpens focus on what matters. To make gratitude a habit, pause and reflect. When anger rises, ask, what can I appreciate now? Keep a gratitude log. Note 3 daily positives, however small. Reframe challenges. Consider what you can learn or how it could be worse. If criticized harshly, reframe. I'm thankful for the chance to grow despite the delivery. The Buddha urged, be thankful, for even if we learned little today, we didn't fall ill. Gratitude shifts focus from lack to abundance. When anger stirs, ask, what can I be grateful for? Gratitude dispels anger, fostering clarity and control. Peace isn't discovered, it's crafted. 9. View criticism as a growth catalyst. Imagine presenting a valued idea, only to face sharp criticism. Defensiveness or anger surges, but what if you saw criticism as a growth opportunity? Even harsh feedback holds potential if you seek it. It reveals blind spots, sharpens thinking, or spurs improvement. Reframing criticism transforms it from a foe to a guide. If a colleague critiques your project, you could dismiss them or reflect, is there merit here? How can I improve? This turns critique into progress. A wise saying, criticism, like rain, should nurture growth without uprooting. Not all feedback is valid. Some stems from envy or ignorance, but discernment is key. Handle criticism gracefully. Pause before reacting. Breathe to avoid emotional responses. Assess the source. Is their perspective credible or well-intentioned? Seek the lesson. Ask, what can I learn, even from flawed feedback? If a relative critiques your life choices, say, I hear you, I'll reflect on it, avoiding conflict while considering their words. Epictetus advised, if someone speaks ill, say, He knows not my other flaws, or he'd mention those. Criticism is a step towards self-betterment. When it arrives, ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? Lao Tzu noted, knowing others is clever, knowing yourself is wisdom. Criticism, rightly viewed, is a mirror for self-discovery. Growth lies in discomfort. Embracing it builds unshakable strength. 10. Master the art of release. Imagine clutching a scalding ember intent on hurling it at someone who wronged you. As you wait, it sears your hand. Anger, grudges, and resentment burn similarly. They wound you more than their target. True strength lies in releasing, not clinging. Letting go isn't excusing wrongs. It's shedding emotional burdens, freeing you from the past's grip. Releasing restores your energy, peace, and focus on the present. The Buddha taught, holding anger is like drinking poison expecting another to suffer. Recall a wrong, a betrayal, a harsh word. How much energy did you spend replaying it? Letting go breaks this cycle. If a colleague claims your idea, you could fester or release. Knowing your value transcends one moment. This preserves peace and prioritizes growth. Lao Tzu said, releasing what I am, I become what I could be. Letting go extends beyond anger to perfectionism, fear, or control. To practice release, acknowledge emotions, feel hurt or anger without judgment. Reframe the experience, ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? Focus on now. Release is for you, not them. Center on the present. Releasing is like freeing a tethered bird. The longer you hold it, the heavier it feels. Letting go lightens you. Marcus Aurelius counseled, let go of what's beyond your control and find peace. Releasing doesn't ignore justice. It channels energy wisely. When clinging to anger, ask, is this worth my peace? What would life be if I released? True strength is knowing when to let go. The lighter you feel, the stronger you become. These 10 insights equip you to master your emotions and remain steadfast amid life's storms. They're not mere concepts. They're daily tools to shield your peace, fortify resilience, and govern your responses. The aim isn't to numb emotions, but to meet challenges with clarity and strength. Emotional mastery hinges not on events, but on your chosen reactions. The power to remain calm and free rests solely with you. As you proceed, practice pausing before reacting, set boundaries, and release what's beyond your control. Each choice of peace over anger brings you closer to an unyielding life. Share this with someone seeking calm, and if you have strategies for staying composed, share them below. Thank you for joining this journey. Emotional liberty is a practice, not a goal. Keep showing up, stay mindful, and grow stronger daily. Until next time, stay serene and unshaken.